Hello and welcome to BuzzTV's The Daily News. Welcome. Welcome. Daily News. Daily News.
Hello and welcome to 3D Buzz's The Daily News for October 3rd of 2007, brought to you as always by Side Effect Software. Woo! I'm Terry. We're going to jump right into some entertainment news. Fast and Furious 4 revs up with Diesel and Walker. Vin Diesel and Paul Walker are in negotiations to reunite for the fourth installment of Universal's Fast and the Furious franchise. You just feel the excitement coming from me. Anyway, Justin Lin and Chris Morgan, who were behind Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, are returning to directing and writing duties, respectively, reports The Hollywood Reporter. The storyline is being kept under wraps, but fast cars more than likely will be involved. A spring start is anticipated with shooting in Los Angeles, Mexico, and the Dominican Republic. Computers and photos for the new Indiana Jones movie have been stolen. Computers and photographs for director Steven Spielberg's upcoming fourth Indiana Jones film have been stolen, and DreamWorks Pictures SKG has asked local law enforcement to investigate, a studio spokeswoman said. An investigation is being conducted by law enforcement, said Kristen Stark, a spokesman for DreamWorks, yet she declined to comment on how or when the photos and the computers have been stolen, or, more importantly, what was on the computers, or what the photos were of. But Steven Spielberg, well, via his assistant, would like to say that if there's anybody out there, you should know that if someone approaches you to sell these, they are stolen materials. So if you buy them and you get caught, you're going to go to jail. It's Steven Spielberg. I mean, what do you expect? Anyway, moving on to some gaming news. Retailers ready fifth Xbox 360 with an arcade bundle. U.S. retailers have begun listing yet another version of the Xbox 360, a special low-cost bundle for casual gamers. Amazon and Toys R Us both list the Xbox 360 arcade bundle at around $280, the current list price for the core version of the console. In addition to the console, customers will receive a wireless controller, 5 Xbox Live arcade games, and a memory card. The core version of the Xbox 360 does not include a hard drive. You have to pay extra for that. Nintendo shares have jumped to a record high. Nintendo shares rose to a record high before closing up to 2.7% at the surge in stock price echoed Goldman Sachs' decision to cover Nintendo stocks. Sorry, it's kind of late here. The investment bank offered up a buy rating with its target price of $609. In addition, blah, 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 stock market stuff. Nintendo's doing well. They're selling Wii's and 360s. Wow. Wii's and DS's all over the place. And Nintendo can thank, of course, those for doing it. But here's the important part of this entire story. A roundabout way getting there, but this is it. They are saying that Nintendo is now on equal praise with Apple. That is huge. So there you go. It's in alignment with that of Apple with stock market prices. And, oh, hey, guess what? This is kind of cool and kind of sad at the same time. They're making a Princess Bride game. If you guys have not seen that movie, I highly recommend you go watch it because it is a fantastic movie. And Andre the Giant's in there, so you can't ask for more than that. But the Hollywood Reporter is reporting that Worldwide Entertainment has entered into an exclusive deal to produce a game based on Rob Reiner's The Princess Bride. But here's the sad part of this whole story, is that the game is currently not planned as a retail release, but rather as a downloadable title, meaning more than likely it's going to be casual gaming, and it's just probably not going to be any good at all. Moving on to tech news here. Apple, Steve Jobs, AT&T have been named in a ridiculous $1 million iPhone lawsuit. This is from CNET.com. It states that when Apple announced that it would be dropping the price of the 8GB iPhone by $200 only 2 months after the device's debut, many initial buyers were not amused. Just before Apple issued its $100 iPhone credit to appease the early adopting crowd, Apple CEO Steve Jobs was quoted saying that people shouldn't get upset about the price drop because that's what happens in technology. Now, that is absolutely true. Prices, drop as technology gets more and more. So as they produce more and more, the prices go down, and then the consumer's happy. But one customer disagrees and has filed a $1 million lawsuit against Apple, AT&T, and Steve-O as well. New Yorker Dong Mai, I hope I'm saying her name right. Anyway, Dong Mai Lee's problem started when she when she had a failed attempt to pick up an 8GB iPhone on launch day. The 8GB model sold out at the Apple store that Lee had chosen to wait at for several hours. Instead, she purchased the 4GB version for $499, complete with a 2-year contract with AT&T. The laundry list of off-the-wall claims begin here with Lee alleging that Apple engaged in unfair and deceptive practices by allowing the 8-gig iPhone to sell out on launch day, telling buyers that only the available iPhone at the time was a 4-gig model, and failing to tell them that more 8-gig iPhones would be produced. So I think what she's saying here is that she thought it was going to be a one-time deal that she could get an 8-gig phone. That's kind of dumb, but, whatever. Anyway, the list goes on, and they just get more and more ridiculous. Lee alleges that Apple discriminated between early and later adopters when it began to offer rebates following the price drop, which Apple planned all along to deceive the customer, is what she said. Finally, she claims that Apple is now selling the iPhone for too low of a price. Apple's current price of $399 for its iPhone is unreasonably low, reads the complaint. The price of the iPhone when it debuted is a more reasonable price. The complaint proceeds to claim that the cost to make the 8-gig iPhone outpaces the current $399 price tag, and that Apple's sale of it at that price makes the company guilty of underselling. Unfortunately, Lee's claim here is just flat out wrong according to two cost breakdowns. Both iSupply and Port Intelligence have
Secured the doorway. However, as to power source, well, it seems some sort of activation key or inputs required. I'm having some outbursts from the local population.
Great night. I will see you tomorrow, and I'm out of here.
You want to see it? I don't know if you want to see it. You might not. I mean, it is only the most amazing. It's good stuff. True. Hello and welcome to BuzzTV's The Daily News. Welcome. Welcome. Daily News. Daily News.
Hello and welcome to 3D Buzz's The Daily News for October 3rd of 2007, brought to you as always by Side Effect Software. Woo! I'm Terry. We're going to jump right into some entertainment news. Fast and Furious 4 revs up with Diesel and Walker. Vin Diesel and Paul Walker are in negotiations to reunite for the 4th installment of Universal's Fast and the Furious franchise. You just feel the excitement coming from me. Anyway, Justin Lin and Chris Morgan, who were behind Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, are returning to directing and writing duties, respectively, reports The Hollywood Reporter. The storyline is being kept under wraps, but fast cars more than likely will be involved. A spring start is anticipated with shooting in Los Angeles, Mexico, and the Dominican Republic. Computers and photos for the new Indiana Jones movie have been stolen. Computers and photographs for director Steven Spielberg's upcoming 4th Indiana Jones film have been stolen, and DreamWorks Pictures